नमो विष्णुपदाय राधिकाय प्रियात्मने श्री श्रीमद् भक्ति-वेदांत नारायण श्री कृष्ण लीला कथाने सुधाक्षमौढ़ार्य माधुर्ययुक्तं वरं वरेण्यं पुरुषं महान्तं नारायणं तं शिरसा नमामि। त्रिदण्डीनां भक्तशिरोमणिं श्रीकृष्णपादाब्जहृदयकं चैतन्यलीलामृतसारसारं नारायणं सततं प्रपद्ये। जय नवद्वीप नवप्रदीप प्रभाव पाषण्डगजैकसिंह स्वनाम संख्या जपसूत्रधारी चैतन्य चंद्र भगवान अजानुलंबित भुजौ कनकावदातौ संकीर्तनैकपितरौ कमलयताक्षौ विश्वम्भरौ द्विजवरौ युगधर्मपालौ वंदे जगत्प्रियकरौ करुणावतारौ। जय श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधर श्रीवासादि श्री गौर भक्तवृंद। हरे कृष्णा 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे 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 कृष्णा 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे हरे। But first of all, let me offer millions of blessings for Sita Gurudev, Pavanaka Guru Varga, Namani Sankar, and Holy Navadvipa Dham, Ganga, Yamuna Saraswati, Panchaveni, all the Parshas of Nityananda, Gaura Mahaprabhu, Nityananda Mahaprabhu, all the pure devotees, they have Guru Parampara, Sachi Mata, Jagannath Mishra, Hruda Shiva, and Prodhamat, Yoga Mat, Lotus Feet, and Vancha Kalpatarubhyascha Kripa Sindhubhyaiva cha Patitana Pavanebhyo Krishna. So yesterday on Sankalpa. So Sankalpa, so that the parikrama will be successful. Then today the parikrama first day. Then tomorrow is Amlaki Ekadasi, fasting. Then 6th March parikrama ends. 7th March is Gaura Purnima, and then 8th is the Jagannath Mishra's Anandostava. So yesterday we saw Bhakti-Vinod Thakur's Navadvipa Mahatmya. So we follow this because doing parikrama and also going through this Mahatmya is almost 100-fold, benefit. So Jaya Jaya Navadvipa Chandra Sachi Sutta, Jaya Jaya Nityananda Raya Avadhuta, Jaya Jaya Navadvipa Sarvadhama Sa Se Dhamer Tattvavarni Madhya Navadvip Dham Gaura Mandal Vitre Jahnavi Sevtai Sada Shobha. So, the governmental is described as a perimeter, like almost 168 miles, governmental. And then Navadvipa Mandal is about 32 miles perimeter within that. Then within that, Antardvipa is 10 miles. So, Antardvip is the center. Like a lotus flower, and the 100 petals, 100 lotus flower with 100 petals. The center. In the center is the very beautiful Navadvipa. Then all the, like yesterday we were telling, 9 dvipas. Also this Navavida Bhakti, 9 limbs of Bhakti. Peterstan. So now Antardvipa is like Atma Nivedan, complete surrender. Then Srimantadvipa is Shravana, hearing. Kirtan Godruma Dipa. Madhyadipa is Smaran, remembrance. Then Koladipa is Padasevana, serving lotus. Then Rutudipa is like Archana, worshipping the Lord with all Parapan Archana, 16 items. Then Janudipa, Vandana, saying Tandava, Vandana. Then Godrumadipa is Sakya, Dasya, servitude. Then Rudradipa is the Sakya. Then again ends the Mayapur. So these are Peterstan. Once you touch them, you obtain mercy of this. We make progress in bhakti. Now the Gaura Mandal itself, Gauda Mandal. Gaura and Gauda. Is a transcendental, desire fulfilling jhana, and then Chidananda, transcendental. By the Swarupa Shakti, internal Lord's potency, by Sandhini, this the existence, because of the influence of that, this Dham has appeared. Now this place is not material. How? Suppose we open our eyes and we see sun. Sometimes it's covered by flowers. Right? So we will not be able to see properly. We will see some kind of haze, especially cloud. Sometimes it's so much, I remember one time in mainland China, winter time, so much, what you call that, winter time, cold, and could hardly see 1 feet, 2 feet in front of you. So much, in the West also it happens, but not that much. I never seen like that, completely covered, hardly see any vehicles. I mean, very, very tricky driving. Uh, so, in that case, we think the sun is covered. We think sun is also covered. Actually, it's not. You go up in the sky, is not covered. So only we are covered. But because of the avidya, Lord's, the soul Shakti's shadow, we feel like that. That sun is covered, but he will not be able, he will not cover. So same way, our vision is covered. So when with the mercy of the Lord, when He says that removes that covering, then we can see the Dham. If if you obtain mercy of Nityananda Prabhu, we can see this Anandam, very amazing, very blissful, holy place, always very transcendental. So, now in the Gaura Mandal, one who stays there, they are very, 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 very fortunate. Now the Devatas, when they see them, those people staying in Gaura Mandal, they see them having 400 form, Chamakanti, amazing form, very beautiful. Devatas. And they are always engaged in the Nama Sankirtan and then Gaura Kanti, like golden form. Hare Krishna. ನಾಳೆ ಬನ್ನಿ, ನಾನು ಸ್ವಲ್ಪ ಕ್ಲಾಸಲ್ಲಿ ಇದ್ದೀನಿ. ಆಯ್ತು. Navadvipa Dham. Now even the Brahma is looking at, is praying. Oh, when will I get a chance to appear as a blade of grass in Navadvipa Dham? Why if somebody asks him why you want to be born as a blade of grass, then he's telling, oh brother, then only I can get the mercy of Mahaprabhu. Lotus, the devotees who are serving the lotus feet of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, their dust, maybe I will get my head. Otherwise, how is it possible? Oh, Gauranga Mahaprabhu cheated me. He made me the Adipati of this Brahmanda, chief of this Brahmanda, like Brahma, right? He's the chief. So, when this karma granthi, this knot this of not of karma. When that will be broken in, and then when I will give up this identification that I am the creator, this Brahmanda. When I will become a pure servant, this adhikar buddhi. Adhikara, adhikara meaning some executive position, is a creator, Brahma, position. Like that. So if Brahma himself is praying like that, So that's why till then Deva Buddhi, meaning if they have Abhiman like I'm the demigod, Devata, then in their mind that Dainya Bhava, feeling low, worthless, that will not be will not happen. They will not feel like that, even though they try so many. So so when Shiva and Brahma cannot get their mercy, what to speak of others? But Bhakti knows Thakur is saying we will discuss all this in later on. So then in the age of Kali, all the other, like yesterday we were telling, all the tirthas become very not much strength. They will lose their strength, gradually. But Navadvipa Dham increases, becomes stronger and stronger. By the then Chaitanya Mahaprabhu is considering the age of Kali is increasing. The effect. So you can see, right? Unbearable. You feel miserable. You feel restless. Effect of Kali. So Lord is telling, what should I do now? Age of Kali. So he says, like a doctor, Vaidya. A patient comes and he looks at it, and then he says what kind of disease he has, and the more strong disease, then he prescribes most strongest medicine, right? Stronger medicine. So same way, in this very deplorable Kali Yuga, the disease has become too much. So without powerful Shaktishali, powerful medicine, not possible to cure them. So that's why. So if I keep my dham and then name, so if I keep the secret, the dham, nam, and then his rupa, his form, then if I bring it, if I don't bring it out, then who will elevate? How these conditions will become elevated? How they will get out of their suffering? So all the jivas are my servants, and I am their master. So If I don't elevate them, who is going to do it? So without my mercy, it's not possible. Thinking like that, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, he brought out Nija Dham, Nitya, Nija, his name, Dham, and all his servants, his eternal associate, he came down, he appeared. Then he has taken a vow. What is that? That I will elevate all these living entities, and then I will finish all their involvement, entanglement in this material world. So, and I will not look who is qualified, who is not qualified. Patra, apatra. So like that, then when I appear, and then I'll, like a kali, like a snake, poisonous snake. I break all its teeth, poisonous teeth, and through kirtan, and I'll make them atmasat, my own. So till how far this kirtan is audible, till that the kali will be go away, not diminish its effect. So like that, telling like that, in the Sandhya kala of Dwapara and then Kali, Sandhya, meeting point, end of the Dwapara and then beginning of Kali Yuga. So he appear. So that is his mercy. So praying at the lotus feet of Jannava Nitai, Bhakti-Vinod Thakur is glorifying the Dham. Jaya Jaya Navadvipa Chandra Sachi Sutta Jaya Jaya Nityananda Raya Avaduta Nityananda Raya Avaduta Jaya Jaya Sri Advaita Prabhu Maharaj Gadadhara Srivas Pandit Jaya 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 Navadvip Dham Sarva Dham Sar Jai Dham Sara Gaura Chandra Avatar. So this Dham appeared, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, Gaura Mahaprabhu, along with this Dham. So this is 16 crores, 32 miles perimeter. So now he is describing the rivers that they flow in this dam. The Ganga, on the east side of Ganga, there are 4 islands. East side of Ganga, 4. West side, 5. Then and the Ganga they will going here and there, and many, all the Punya Nadis, holy Nadis, all joining. Yamuna, Saraswati, Tamrapani, Rutamala, Brahmaputra, Yamuna, the Purva, and Yamuna river, east side, they are joining. Sarayu, Narmada, Sindhu, Kaveri, Gomati, Godavari, they join Godavari. Very high speed. So all these rivers flowing and then make this Navadvip into 9 islands. Sometimes by the desire of the Lord, the river becomes dry, sometimes they overflow uh, by desire of the Lord, something you will be immersed, and sometimes you get darshan. Uh, oh, so if one is, if a devotee wants to have a strong desire, very strong, only that desire, nothing else, if he has very strong wants, then that highlands and all these rivers, you can take darshan. Sometimes in the dream, sometimes when you are meditating, sometimes those eyes, by the mercy of the devotees. So the Antardipa, Ganga Yamuna, the meeting, the Dvipa, the island created by the Ganga Yamuna, this Antardipa, in all Shastras. So in the center of Antardipa is the Mayapur, where Chaitanya Mahaprabhu appeared. And this is Golok's Mahavan. Mahavana. So Svetadipa, Vaikunta, Goloka, Vrindavan, Navadvipa. They are all there. Ayodhya, Mathura, Maya. Maya meaning Haridwar. Ayodhya, Mathura, Haridwar, Kanchi, Avanti, Dwarka. All these 7 Puris. According to desire of the Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, they are all they are there. They are all situated there. One who enters Mayapur, even one time, then very easily he can get over with this mundane Jada Maya, mundane Maya. So if we do in Mayapur, going around Mayapur, then ಏನಪ್ಪ ಅದೇ ನಾನು ಕ್ಲಾಸಲ್ಲಿ ಇದ್ದೀನಿ, ನೀವು ನಾಳೆ ಬನ್ನಿ, ನಾನು ಬೆಳಿಗ್ಗೆನೆ ನಿಮಗೆ ಇದು ಮಾಡ್ತೀನಿ. ಗಾಡಿದೇನು ತೊಂದರೆ ಇಲ್ವಾ? ಅದು ಅದೇ ಮಿಷಿನ್ದು ಎಲ್ಲ ತರಿಸ್ತೀನಿ ನಾನು. ಇದು ಶಿವಾನಂದ ಇದ್ದಾನೆ, ಅವ್ನಿಗೆ ಹೇಳ್ಬಿಡಿ. ಅಲ್ಲ, ಅವ್ನಿಗೆ ಹೇಳ್ಬಿಡಿ ಒಂದು ಮಾತು. ಹೌದಾ? ಆಯ್ತು. ಆಯ್ತು. So if we do parikrama, take a round in Mayapur, then Maya will go far away. Then he will not take birth again. So, and then Bhakti-Vinod Thakur is describing how to do this parikrama, the process of doing parikrama. It's very amazing, this is the way Nityananda Prabhu took, Jiva Goswami, Ishan Thakur, Srinivasacharya, so Narottam, Kaviraj, so and it follows this Navadvipa Bhakti also. So in the Mayapur on the north is Srimantadipa. Then first taking darshan of Antardipa, Atmanivena, complete surrender. Then Srimantadipa, that is Shravana. Then we go to Godrumadipa, that is Kirtana. Then come to Madhyadipa, which is Smara, remembering. Then these four Dvipas, Antardipa, Srimad-Dipa, Godrumadipa, Madhyadipa, these are on the east side of the Ganga, Jahnavi. Another name for Ganga is Jahnavi. Because here, Ganga, Jahnavi, when we visit Jahnu Dipa, we will describe why the name came. So then the Pola Dipa, Rutu Dipa, Jahnu Dipa, Modaduma Dipa, Rudra Dipa. These are all on the west side. First we visit these four on the east side, then come to the west side. Then this is how we have to do. So same way we describe also, we go in the same order. And what is the best time to do parikrama? It's also winter. Falguni, Purnima, Saptami Tithi, Makara Saptami. Parikrama. Then on the day of Janmadin, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu's day, we should visit Mayapura. Then what happens is, if we do that, Nitai Gauranga Tare Kripa Vitariya Bhakti Adhikari Kare Padachaya Diya. Bhakti Adhikari Kare Padachaya Diya. Meaning, if we take darshan of Navadvipa ending, finishing Navadvipa Parikrama, that person on the day of Gaura Purnima, if we take darshan of Mayapur, then Nityananda Prabhu, Gaura Mahaprabhu, they will give the shelter at his lotus feet, shard of lotus feet, and they will make the qualified for bhakti. For bhakti. So, Bhakti Vinod Thakur praying at the lotus feet of Jannava and Nitai, desiring shelter at their shard of their lotus feet. He is describing Sushitala Chaya, very cooling, lotus feet of Nityananda. Cooling meaning what? We are all cooked in this samsara. We are being cooked samsara. So the only shelter is aspire for Nityananda Prabhu's shelter, lotus feet, which is very cooling. It immediately cools off all our suffering. So that's why yesterday we saw, oh Jiva is telling. You are trying to be happy in so many ways, but you have miserably failed. Please come near to me. I'll make you so happy. It is a transcendental happiness, not mundane, pure transcendental, which you will never would have tasted like that. And in return, I don't need anything. I'm not asking anything. Just Say Gaura Hari Gaura. Nitai Gaur, Nitai Gaur, Nitai Gaur, Nitai Gaur, Nitai. And give up duplicity. Huh? So, you have to be simple. Huh? Like that. Huh? Is bah, mercy of Nityananda Guru, Nityananda Rama, Akroda Paramananda Nityananda Rama, Abhimana Shuna Nityananda. He is free from identification. Abhimana Shuna. Is the source of all Vishnu Tattva. Even Jivas are also non-different from the Supreme Lord, but still he feels so, so, and he's begging. See, the thing is, we have to think. Nityananda Prabhu going to the every house and begging, oh, Jiva, take the name of the Krishna, do service to Krishna, glorify Krishna. These are so much. So, you cannot find more simplest answer, more simplest procedure, or more simplest way than this. That's why we are all so fortunate. Our fortune we do not estimate how fortunate we are. More fortunate than Brahma and Shiva, you can imagine. So that's why this age of Kali, especially now, Parikrama started, So you cannot estimate. So that's why don't be down, okay? Be enthusiastic. Jai Nityananda Rama. Jai Nitai Gaur, Nitai Gaur. Enthusiastically. Have to chant Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Hare Ram. So Nam Sankirtan. Go boldly, everywhere. And all the personalities are there in this Nam. Non-different from Krishna. And all his weapons, everybody, everything is there. So, this is the highest medicine, most powerful medicine. There is so many mental problems in this world. Mostly mental problems. Disease meaning actually is mental disease. It starts in the mind. Then it manifests in the body. But actually, so if you take care of the mind, then these bodily diseases will also go away. So that's why the Nam. Jaya Jaya Navadvipa Chandra Sachi Sutta. Jaya Jaya Nityananda Raya Avaduta. Jaya Jaya Navadvipa Sarvadama Sahar. Jataya Aila Chaitanya Avatar. So this Dham is not different from like in Vrindavan also, you say our worshipable place, worshipable, along with Krishna, the Dham is also equally worshipable. Aradhyo Bhagavan, Rajesha Tanayastad Dama Vrindavana. Aradhyo Bhagavan, Rajesha Tanayastad Dama. Who has most worshipable Lord, son of Nanda Maharaj. Also, Dham is also equally worshipable. Like this here, Navadvipa Dham, also not different from him, worshipable. So the fruit that you get living in all the holy places for so many days, you can get very easily same fruit one day in Navadvipa Dham. So and and if you pray now, suppose you might ask, wait a minute, I did not come, I could not. But if you pray to the Dham before taking rest, and then it's like there. You can stay in the Dham in your mind. If you have visited, or even if not visited anytime, pray to the Dham. Oh, let me reside at your Dham. Because Dham is, as like Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, is unthinkable. Is Namo Mahavardhana is so merciful. But to that extent, if you really only that, if you desire that, oh Lord, I want, then He will let you, wherever you are. So, by the Shastra Vani, by listening to the words of Shastra and the words of the Vaishnavas, their teachings, and then the order of Mahaprabhu. These three are my wealth of my life, you say. By taking shelter of these, by surrendering to these, meaning the teachings of Shastra, Shastra Vani, the words of Shastra, then the teachings of the Vaishnava and the order of Mahaprabhu. So, Bhakti-Vinod Thakur, taking shelter of these three, is describing. So, when Jiva Goswami, he gave up his house, when Rupa Goswami went away to Vrindavan, he also felt no connection with the house. Much could not, even for a second, could not stay there. Something in his heart. So he started crying, Nadiya, 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 Nadiya. Became restless. Then the place where he was staying was Chandradeep. So he gave up that. And then running towards Navadvipa. Tears flowing in his eyes. Then crying like that. Hey Gauranga, oh Nityananda Prabhu, when will show you mercy and when you will give me darshan, audience, when I will have your mercy, darshan. That's the thing. Oh, Navadvipa Dham, Sarva Dham. When I will obtain the darshan of Dham. So he's crying. And he was very young, Kishore, very small boy, very beautiful, and even when he was boy, he was the renounced completely, the topmost renounced person. And to look at him is very amazing. So he is running, coming towards Navadvipa. Then many days after walking like that, then he came near Navadvipa. Always filled with love. As soon as he saw Navadvipa, even far away, he paid his Dandavat Pranam, then became unconscious. See, feeling the mercy, the effect, Dham, even from the far away, became unconscious. Then, after a few time later, he made his consciousness strong. Then he entered Navadvipa with his whole body shaking. His whole body pulakit, he is standing on the entire body. Then when Barakona got, there's one taking bath on the Ganga. When he reached there, then he was asking everybody, where is Nityananda Prabhu? Please be merciful and make me have his darshan. Make me have his darshan. Where is Nityananda Prabhu? So when the people saw the wow he was, Jiva Goswami, some able to meet my wonderful people. So they brought him where Nityananda Prabhu was sitting. Then then here what is happening? Nityananda Prabhu is very happily is laughing and saying, when Jiva Goswami, Jiva, will come quickly to me, near. When you will come close by to me, very happily is expecting. When he will come near me like that. So, then he ordered his servants, Nityananda Prabhu, bring Jiva Goswami, Jiva, near me. So Sri Jiva, they are all, loudly telling. And many Vaishnavas, they are all going here and there. They are looking for, searching for Jiva Goswami. Then, when they saw this Sattvic Guna, the, transcendental mode of goodness, in his bhav of Jiva, and that young boy, they said he must be the Jiva. So they brought him with so much love, telling the order of Nityananda Prabhu. Then, as soon as he heard As soon as he heard Nityananda Prabhu's name that is calling, he became unconscious. Jiva Goswami. Fell on the ground. Then after a while, he's, then he's telling, I'm so fortunate. I'm so fallen. But still, Nityananda Prabhu showing the mercy like that he went. Then he paid obeisances to all the Vaishnavas there. Then his heart was overflowing. Then he's telling, all the Shastra is telling, if I get mercy of all of you Vaishnavas, then maybe I will get the mercy of the Nityananda Prabhu's lotus feet. See, look at this. When they heard the Vaishnavas, what these Vaishnavas are doing, they're taking the dust from the Jiva Goswami and then putting on their head. And they made like a joyful celebration, because they understood the great Vaishnava, immediately they didn't lose time putting dust, Jiva Goswami's dust on their head. So like that, they brought very like a joyous mood, Jiva Goswami to Nityananda Prabhu. Then when he saw the amazing form of Nityananda Prabhu, then amazing feeling, started appearing in his body. Aha, oh, such an amazing beauty, amazing form of Nityananda Prabhu. So then saying like that, he became unconscious, fell on the ground. Then with so much mercy, Rupa, Nityananda Prabhu making from the ground, making up, and then he accepted him as his own, very close servant, Nijakara, Atma, very dear to him, inner circle, people. One of his innermost Parshada, like that, eternal Parshada. Then Jiva Goswami became extremely happy. He stood up. Then with his two hands folded, he's telling, praying to Nityananda Prabhu. Oh, Vishwarupa Vishwadam Tumi Balaram. Ami Jiva Kiva Jani Tava Gunagram. Oh Prabhu, you are Vishwarupa. You are the form of whole world, whole universe. And Sakshat Balaram. No different from Balaram. So I do not know anything. How can I know anything about you? Your qualities, unlimited qualities. You are my master, eternal. I am your servant. My only desire is the shelter at your lotus feet, the shadow of your lotus Then, when you show your mercy on someone, then you will easily obtain the mercy of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. You know, then, then you will take up, you will drink the Amrita, the Premarupi Amrita. You know? So, without your mercy, even if you millions of lifetime, even if you tell, glorifying, do bhajan of Gauranga Mahaprabhu, you will not be able to attain Gauranga Mahaprabhu. So, if someone, if Gaura Hari wants to give danda, meaning chastise somebody, then you protect them. You know, if Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, decide to chastise somebody, punishes somebody, then Nityananda Prabhu gives protection. He can protect. But if you give chastisement or punishment to somebody, then Mahaprabhu will never give protection to them. See, this is the thing, So Jiva Goswami started. So, hey Prabhu, I don't know what my past Sukruti, good deed. I'm able to obtain lotus feet, pure lotus. Now give me blessings, mercy, so that I can have darshan of Mahaprabhu. Then he's telling when Chaitanya Mahaprabhu went to Ramakeli, a village, his uncles, right? Rupa and Sanatan, they are his uncles. When they obtained the mercy of Gauranga Mahaprabhu, I was like a small baby at that time. When I saw small baby, the form of Gauranga Mahaprabhu, that is always inspiring in my heart. So at that time, I fell at the feet of Gauranga Mahaprabhu. And then by having touch of his transcendental body, I was very pleased. Then at that time, Gauranga Mahaprabhu told me, hey Jeev, you study the Shastra now. Then after finishing studies of Shastra, then you come to Navadvipa. Then at the lotus feet of Nityananda Prabhu, you will obtain everything. So taking that order on my head, attained some vidya, education. So in Chandradeep, I studied Sahitya and all that. But I have not obtained any Vedanta Acharya till now. But Mahaprabhu has given order to study Vedanta. And then Vedanta Samat Krishna Bhakti. He told him to publish Vedanta Samat Krishna Bhakti. Chaitanya Mahaprabhu told Jiva, small baby. So now I have come to Navadvipa. I will surrender at his lotus feet. Please order me. Whatever you order me, I will do that. So Jiva Goswami telling Nityananda Prabhu. And if you order me that I should go to Jagannath Puri and take darshan of Mahaprabhu, Sarvabhauma Bhattacharya, maybe I'll also study Vedanta, Shiksha. When Nityananda Prabhu heard the sweet words of Jiva Goswami, then he took his Jiva on his lap. Then he started crying. Nityananda Prabhu himself started crying. Oh Jiva, please hear my very secret words. Rupa and Sanatan, they know all the truth. So Mahaprabhu has given me order. If you come here, then he has ordered me. He's telling, you do not go to Jagannath Puri nor stay here, Navadvipa. So that Rupa Sanatan, two brothers, they are very dear to Mahaprabhu. They know everything. So then he is ordering. Then what is telling? This is my order. Now you go to Varanasi. There is one Madhusudan Vachaspati. He study Vedanta there. Now, who is Madhusudan Vachaspati in Varanasi? He is the disciple of Sarvabhauma Bhattacharya. Sarvabhauma Bhattacharya is the Devata's guru. Appeared. He was a Pakka Mayavada, but topmost in the whole world. Then Mahaprabhu made him devotee. He heard Vedanta Sutra for a week. So Madhusudan Vachaspati is the student of Sarvabhauma Bhattacharya. Then he has heard Vedanta Sutra, Shankara Bhashya, Ramanuja Bhashya, all the then also he heard what Sarvabhauma Bhattacharya heard from the lotus mouth of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, the Vedanta Sutra Vakya. So even that he has studied. So Mahaprabhu, then he told him, you go to Kashi and then study there. Then he has also, there's amazing history here, Madhva Sampradaya, Vyasatirtha. Our Vyasatirtha, who is Vyasatirtha? The Ishvara Puri. Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, Ishvara Puri. Guru of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. Then his Guru Madhavendra Puri. Then his Guru is Lakshmipati Tirtha. Lakshmipati Tirtha's Guru is Vyasatirtha. So that Vyasatirtha, he wrote a book called Mani Manjari, where with a powerful yukti, Tarka Shastra, with the evidence of Shastra, he destroyed the Mayavada. Then Advaitavadis became, they could not tolerate it because they were totally blown out completely. Mani Manjari. So Then Madhusudan Vachaspati became surrendered at that time. Then he also wrote Advaita Siddhi. The Madhusudan Vachaspati, but he could not answer Mani Manjari, all the things. So, in other words, he is exposed to Advaitavad, Madhva, Manjacharyas, and then Chaitanya Mahaprabhu's like so he is amazing. So he told, go there, study there. Then from there you go to Vrindavan. Then you obtain mercy of Rupa and Sanatan there. Then under the following footsteps of Rupa, you do Radha Krishna's Yugal Bhajan. Then you describe all the Shastra, Vedanta Shastra. So Bhagavat is actually Bhagavat is the real in the what do you call Bhashya, Akritima Bhashya. Because Vedavyasji, of all the Vedas and all that, he compiled last one, the Vedanta Sutra. So the commentary on the Vedanta Sutra, he did Srimad Bhagavatam. After all doing this, he was not happy. So under the instruction of Narada Muni, he revealed Srimad Bhagavatam. It's like a commentary on the Vedanta Sutra. So then you preach like that, Vedanta Sutra, Akritima Bhashya, meaning unadulterated Bhashya, commentary on Vedanta Sutra is Srimad Bhagavatam. Then so Sarvabhauma Bhattacharya showing mercy on Sarvabhauma Bhattacharya, Gaura Hari, he gave Srimad Bhagavatam, according to Srimad Bhagavatam, Brahma Sutras commentary. So Chaitanya Mahaprabhu himself in Jagannath Puri, almost a week time, he gave commentary on Vedanta Sutra like Srimad Bhagavatam. So that thing, this Madhusudan Vachaspati, he has obtained in Jagannath Puri from Sarvabhauma Bhattacharya. So then getting the order from Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, Madhusudan Vachaspati, then he went to Varanasi. So you go there. Then, but he is giving you instruction, On the outside, he looks like he's teaching Mayavada to Shankara Sampradaya, sannyasis. But when the time comes, he will describe Gauranga Mahaprabhu's Vakya, So, right now, there is no need of writing. See, this is amazing, this is really what, but, Jiva Nityananda Prabhu is telling is amazing, is revealing, So he is telling right now there is no need of coming up with a commentary on Vedanta Sutra. Uh, because Srimad Bhagavatam is there already. Uh, but when the time comes, when there is a need of that such a commentary on Vedanta Sutra, then he's saying, Sri Govinda Bhasha itself, by itself, will come into light, come into light. It will, so, imagine, this is happened when Jiva Goswami is still a boy, right? So he is telling Govinda Bhasha will appear at the appropriate time by itself. Then what happened? After that, when at least 100, 200 years later, uh, Gaudi Vedanta, Baladev Vidyabhushan brought out Govinda Bhasha. See, and the name and Nityananda Prabhu is telling, foretelling what is happening, coming. So then he says, he is also telling something. Sarvabhauma Samparke Sei Gopinath Sunila Prabhu Bhasha Sarvabhauma Sat. So there is Gopinath Acharya. So heard this when Chaitanya Mahaprabhu giving discourse on the Vedanta Sutra according to Srimad Bhagavatam. So Gopinath Acharya heard this. So by the desire of the Lord, he will appear as Baladev. And he will Jaipur, and he will appear as Baladev Vidyabhushan, and then he will obtain victory in Jaipur. See, amazing. So Nityananda Prabhu is foretelling what is going to unfold in future, 152, later. Amazing. So, same way, you must have foretold about the, Bhakti Siddhanta, Bhakti Vinod Thakur, Bhakti Siddhanta Thakur, Swami Maharaj, our Gurudev Narayana, all these great acharyas coming. So, but we can feel that, it was all planned, and Nityananda Prabhu is aware of it. Then then also he says, Tata Sri Govinda Bale Bhashya Prakashya Sevibe Gauranga Pada Jive Nistarya. This is another thing that he is telling Nityananda Prabhu at that time. Baladev Vidyabhushan also will bring into light the Chaitanya Mahaprabhu's lotus feet, service to the lotus feet. So he's telling, when you meet Rupa and Sanatan, they will tell you in detail when you meet them. So then Nityananda Prabhu, hearing the words, Jiva Goswami started crying, and then he fell at the he's crying and then rolling around, and then he became unconscious. So saying, giving mercy. Then Nityananda Prabhu blessed him. His lotus feet on the head of Jiva Goswami. Blessed him. Shakti Sancha, by putting his lotus feet, he made Shaktis flow of power in the Jiva Goswami. Jaya Sri Gauranga Jaya Nityananda Rai Boliya Vaishnava. So then Jiva Goswami got up and then Jai Sri Gauranga Jai Nityananda Rai. Then he started dancing. And all the Vaishnavas joined in. So then all the Vaishnavas there, Srivas, there was also name. When they saw Nityananda Prabhu's mercy and Jiva Goswami, they started telling Nityananda Prabhu name. They started dancing. Top voice. So the whole place became purified. Then after a while, Nityananda Prabhu took a seat, sitting down. Then staying arrangement for Jiva Goswami at the Srivas Angan. It was done. Then after some break, then Jiva Goswami again in the evening time. He took darshan of Nityananda Prabhu. Then he is in a nirjan place, very, very few people far away. Nobody disturbed. Then he is glorifying Gaura, Nityananda Prabhu. Then he came there, playing obeisance, he sat down. Then he's telling, Jiva is telling, oh, Mai is closing his hand, feeling low. Then feeling low, he's saying, oh Prabhu, oh my master, please have mercy on me. You please describe me the glories of the truth of Navadvipa. Then Nityananda Prabhu is telling, oh Jiva, yeah, for sure I'm going to tell you. But you should keep this only in your heart. Don't tell this here and there now. When at the end of Prakat Leela, it will by itself become visible. So then Nityananda Prabhu is telling, this Navadip is the essence of all holy places. Sri Viraja, Brahmadam, after crossing Viraja river, Brahmadam, then we get Vaikuntha. Then there is a Svetadip, Golok. Then on the higher than Golok is the Gokul, Vrindavan. That is Krishna Loka. That planet, Madhurya Avdarya, in the form of like sweet, human-like sweetness. Madhurya and Avdarya, very munificent. With that, there are two parts. So it will, Viraja, then Brahmadam, then Svetadipa, Golokunda. Above Goloka is Gokul, Vrindavan. In that there are two Prakostas. One is Krishna, Gauranga Mahaprabhu, Radha Krishna, this side, Chaitanya. So, Madhurya Avdarya, They are there in complete form. There. Then um, uh, then in the place where Madhurya is foremost, uh, then that is very fortunate people, fortunate person calls us Vrindavan. So where always there is Audarya, munificent, uh, is foremost, no? Then that is called Navadvipa. So there is no difference between these two, Navadvip Dham or Vrindavan Dham. Only rasa, by the difference of transcendental nectar, rasa, feeling, that is Vaishishta, there is greatness of each one. So that Dham, Nitya Siddha, Chinmaya, Ananta, it is eternally liberated and transcendental and unlimited. And we cannot understand this with this jada, mundane intelligence, material type intelligence. By the influence of Ladini, when the living entity gives up this jada dharma, mundane religiosity, by the eternal knowledge, by the power of eternal knowledge, then we can get the reality of the dharma. So now the dham is complete effulgence, a complete prakash, meaning appearance of Chinmaya Tattva, transcendental Tattva, where Chaitanya Mahaprabhu does all his pastimes. By the mundane charma chakshu, meaning this mundane vision, eyes, they see this place is also like that, some other place. Because the Maya covers them, their eyes. So only fortunate person. So they will not be able to see the reality. So this Navadip Dham, it is not influenced by this mundane time or place. But because of the influence of the karma bandhan, they see like ordinary. But one who is fortunate under the sadhu sangha association, and the love develops, then they can see this transcendental dham, aprakur transcendental kala, desha kala, dhamma dravya, then it becomes visible. So in essence, I've told you about the truth of Navadip Dham. When you in the Shuddha Sattva, right? Pure transcendent, pure goodness, staying being immersed in that, you you think about it. So saying like this, Nitai Jano Pada Nitai Jar Ash, Guru Tattva Ash. So Bhakti knows Thakur to obtain the mercy of Nitai Jano is playing at this feet. Now, so it's continuing. Nityananda Prabhu, Jiva Goswami, this 16 closer, meaning 32 mile, 32 mile perimeter in Navadvip Dham, Vrindavan. Navadvip Dham is Vrindavan itself. So, in this 32 mile perimeter, there are 9 islands. It is like 8 petals, like in the water, it's floating. So same way in the lotus flower with 8 petals floating in the water, like that. This Navadvip Dham, or eight islands, and in the center is Antardvipa. And the Antardvipa center is Mayapur. So Golok, like a round in the Antardvipa, Mayapur. Lord Gauranga Mahaprabhu always vihar, is very happily doing kirtan. So, Mayapur Yoga Pita, the diameter is about 2 kilometers. 6 kilometers is the perimeter. So, in this Yoga Pita, the Krishna Chaitanya, Nityananda, Advaita Acharya, Gadadhar, Srivas, all this Panchatattva, they are there. So that's why this Yoga Pita is the greatest, most glorious place. Then Nityananda Prabhu is telling, by the desire of Mahaprabhu, very soon, the Ganga will make it will make it disappear. It will keep it disappear. Then when Lord desires, when Lord becomes very powerful, desire to make it happen, make it visible to everybody, then it will happen visible again. So, but you have to understand this eternal Dham will not get influenced by the time. It will not, no influence of time. But sometimes it is there in secretly, not visible. Sometimes it is becomes visible by the desire of the Lord. So, on the east side of Ganga, that Mayapur is there, that's where my Lord is, stays. But in the mundane vision is what? Mahaprabhu, after taking sannyas, he left Navadvip. Then he was going everywhere, traveling, right? But in reality, my Gauranga Mahaprabhu, he is saying, he will never leave Mayapur. Navadvip Dham. He will not go anywhere else. Nityananda Prabhu is telling. It's like Krishna never leaves Vrindavan. Even one step out. But he might say he went to Mathura and Dwarka and all that. But which Krishna? See, our Gurudev explained very nicely. Same way, Gauranga Mahaprabhu, in reality, never. But of course, for a Leela, you know, to show mercy, appear like that, he left. But he became invisible. So, people, devotees, they can take darshan, the Ashtakali Leela, like Krishna is also Ashtakali Leela, Ashtakalya. His pastimes, 8 divisions in the old day. Same way, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. Then when the time comes, oh, Jiva, I will also see Mahaprabhu's dancing. And Mayapur, all around this Antardvipa is very effulgent. So where Brahma, obtained the mercy, darshan of Mahaprabhu. So is Nityananda Prabhu is telling, oh Jiva, oh Goswami, Jiva Goswami, if you like to take darshan of all these places, please do parikrama. By this, all your desires we have darshan of all these Leela places will be fulfilled. Then when Nityananda Prabhu's words, hearing Jiva Goswami, it is filled with tears in his eyes. He fell at the lotus feet of Nityananda Prabhu. Oh Prabhu, oh I'm most worthless person, useless, worthless. Please show mercy on me and take me with you to do this parikrama. So Jiva was praying, lotus feet. Please, I'm useless, worthless. Please take me. So, on this parikrama. So when Nityananda Prabhu heard the prayers of Jiva Goswami, said, Tathastu, let it happen like that. Then he started telling my words. Then Nityananda Prabhu is telling, Oh hey Jiva, Adya Mayapur, Karo Darshan, Kalya Brahmiva Prachu. Nityananda Prabhu is telling, Hey Jiva, today take darshan of Mayapur. Tomorrow, I will take other places and parikrama. So telling like that, Nityananda Prabhu stepped up and he started walking. So behind him, Jiva Goswami and others with so much enthusiasm started walking. Nityananda Prabhu became Bhava Vibhor, meaning filled with so much feeling. He started walking slowly. Then all his amazing bodily, beautiful body. Mahaprabhu's, Gaura Mahaprabhu's love, they were appearing. Uh, and all his whole body was shining. So those lotus feet, Brahma, Shiva, even they cannot obtain in their deep meditation. Uh, so those lotus feet, showing mercy on Jiva Goswami, they are moving forward. And behind Jiva Goswami, it taking dust from those lotus feet. It stops Nityananda taking on his body and he is walking. Then Nityananda Prabhu entered Jagannath Mishra's house. Sachi Mata. He requesting Sachi Mata. Oh Mata, most very intelligent, very dear servant of Gauranga Mahaprabhu. This Jiva is very fortunate. When Jiva Goswami heard this, see Nityananda Prabhu introducing Jiva Goswami, very intelligent, and then very dear servant of Gauranga. When he heard Jiva Goswami, immediately fell like a stick. Like suppose there's a wind, heavy wind, like blowing. Then immediately the tree falls, like that. Like that he fell at the lotus feet of Sachi Mata. Then he started on the floor, moving around, body, rolling on the ground. Then so many vikaras, the body, transcendental signs appeared on the body of Jiva Goswami. So very pleased, Sachi Mata, she blessed him. Jiva Goswami. So that day they took prasad at that place, Sachi Mata's house. So Vishnu Priya, on the order of Sachi Mata, she made so many different varieties cooked. And then Vamshi Vadananda. Vamshi Vadananda is the not different from the flute of Krishna. Vamshi Prabhu. Then Vishnu Priya cooking, Vamshi Vadan offered it to Mahaprabhu. Then Ishan Thakur, he made them sit with him. Then he served Nityananda Prabhu. Then with the, just like a son, Sachi Mata, with the love, his famous friendship, friendly love. Hey Putra, she's telling, oh my son, please take prasad to your full satisfaction. He's telling Sachi Mata to Nityananda. In a secret way, I've offered this to Gaurachandra. If you also very lovingly take this, then my mind will be pleased. Telling. When Nityananda Prabhu heard these words of Sachi Mata, very happily he took prasadam. Then Jiva Goswami took what was left. Then Jiva Goswami, oh, I'm so pleased. I'm so happy. I'm so fortunate in this Mayapura. at the house of Mahaprabhu, I was able to obtain prasad. Then after, then Nityananda Prabhu paying obeisances at the lotus feet of Sachimata, and is telling, uh, uh, that he would like to take Vamshivadananda also along with him for parikrama. So and Jiva Goswami paid obeisances at the Vamshivadananda Prabhu. Then Nityananda Prabhu is telling, Jiva, oh Jiva Goswami, is telling, Vamshivadananda, who is this? Is everybody understands? Is the very dear flute, incarnation of very dear flute of Krishna. By his mercy, jivas become attracted towards Krishna. Then they become very pleased. Then they will take part in Maharas. Oh, see, Jiva. Oh, Mahaprabhu taking all of us, he did so much lila here. See, look at that. Look. Jagannath Mishra's temple. Then he was serving Vishnu here. Oh, look at there. In this house, he was serving the guests. Then look at the tulsi that was served by him. As long as Gauranga Mahaprabhu was in the house, he was till that one who is taking shelter, one who is maintaining the devotees, that Mahaprabhu. So whatever he learned from father, he was following that. Now, Vamshipadrananda, under his direction, Ishan Thakur is doing all these things. In this place, there was one neem tree, bitter neem tree. By the touch of Mahaprabhu, it became disappeared. So when Nityananda Prabhu was describing all this, he was crying himself. And Jiva Goswami, Vamshivadananda, they were also crying. Without crying, they could not stay. Then as they were crying, Srivas also came there. So all the four, Nityananda Prabhu, Jiva Goswami, Vamshivadananda, and Srivas, all the four, went outside towards Srivas Angan. It's only not 200 meters away from Chaitanya Mahaprabhu's house, towards north. There he is showing darshan of Srivasangan. Srivasangan, on the dust of Srivasangan, Jiva falling, and whirling, rotating, and then and he was remembering all the leelas of Gaura Mahaprabhu there. Uh, then all that memory, you can see on his body appearing. All the sattvic things appearing in his body. Then when he got up, he saw an amazing scene there. So what is that? Mahaprabhu, Gaura Mahaprabhu, with his Antaranga Bhaktas, with his eternal associates, close to him. He was dancing. Vallabhananda. Nanda. See, Jiva Goswami is Vallabha, son of Vallabhananda. When he started having darshan of Mass and Kirtan, then he saw amazing. Advaita Acharya, Nityananda Prabhu, they were dancing. Gadadhar Pandit, Haridas Thakur, they were singing along with the dancing. Shuklambar, Anyanes, hundreds of bhaktas, devotees, they were all dancing. Seeing this, Jiva Goswami, with his so much love, he became unconscious. He fell down. After he attained his Chetana, when the Leela disappeared, no more visible, then nothing seemed like appearing for him. उस समय जीव गोस्वामी crying and crying. Oh, hi. He's crying. Oh, why I did not took birth before now, before. So, why I was not born before, much before. So, he's saying that, hi. That's why in my fortune it is not there. This close associates of Mahaprabhu, I could not take part in it. So, I'm Bhagya, I'm not worthy, like that. So, Nityananda Prabhu's Krupa is unlimited. By his mercy, at least for a short time, I was able to take darshan of this Leela. Oh, I'm so happy. So, I'm having desire. I'm having feeling desire that I want to stay forever here in this dham. So, if it is like that, but then I can completely become free from Maya. But if as soon as I feel giving up this Mayapur, my heart starts shaking. Because even though desire is there, but the heart of the Lord is more powerful. So this is because heart of the Lord is he cannot stay in Navadvipa, nor he cannot go to Jagannath Puri. He has to go to Vachaspati, learn there and then meet Rupa and Sanatana. So this is the feeling. Now our time is up. So we will continue Advaita Bhavan tomorrow. Time is up. All glories to Nityananda Prabhu, all glories to Jiva Goswami, all glories to Srinivas Shivasta, Om Shivadrananda, Sachi Mata, Vishnu Priya, Navadip Dham, and all glories, Navadip Dham Parikram. Jai Jai Nityananda. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare,
Rama,
Rama Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare
Krishna
Rama,
Krishna, Hare Hare,
Hare
Hare
Rama.
Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare.
Jai Jai Hare Hare.